Hari Om children, today we'll see a new topic that is fractions. What are fractions, how many types of fractions are there and how we are going to convert the fractions into a proper fraction or improper fraction or mixed fractions. We'll be going through in this chapter. Children, now we'll talk about our equivalent fractions first. What is equivalent fractions? If you observe here, equivalent. What is the meaning of equivalent here? Meaning of equivalent is equal to. So, whatever the number we are taking, that should be equal to the other number also. So, equivalent fractions are the fractions having the same value. The fraction whatever we are taking, the other number also must form the same fraction. Such type of fractions are known as equivalent fractions. We have here 2 by 4 and 3 by 6 and 4 by 8. These are my three numbers. How I got these three numbers? If you observe here, when I am multiplying 1 with 2 and 2 with 2, numerator and denominators are multiplying with the numbers. For the first one I have multiplied with 2, for the second one I have multiplied with 3, and for the third one I have multiplied with 4. So first one multiplied by 2 means I got 2 by 4. Second one multiplied by 3 means I got 3 by 6. Third one multiplied by 4 I got 4 by 8. We observe here that 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8 are obtained by multiplying the numerator and denominator of half 1 by 2 by 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So what is my actual fraction here? My actual fraction is 1 by 2. For this I have multiplied first with 2, then with 3, then with 4. So not only for the numerator, I have to multiply the same numbers with my denominators also. When I am multiplying with 2, 3 and 4, I have got my other fractions. Those are 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8. Now, thus an equivalent fraction of a given fraction can be obtained by multiplying its numerator and denominator by the same number. Numerator and denominator should be multiplied by the same number other than 0. If any number multiplied by 0, what you will get in your answer? 0. So, we should not take 0 as our number. Other than 0, we have to take our natural numbers and you have to multiply or divide both. Anything you have to do only with the same number for numerator and denominator. Now 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8. I have taken my three numbers here. Now in first case what I have done? I have done multiplication. Now I have to divide the numbers to get my exact fraction equivalent. So what I am going to do? The number which I multiplied with the same number, what I am doing here, I am doing division. 2 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2. When 2 divided by 2, I have got my answer 1, and 4 divided by 2, I got my answer as 2. That is my fraction 1 by 2. In the same way, here 3 divided by 3 and 6 divided by 3. When I am dividing 3 divided by 3, I got my answer as 1, and 6 divided by 3, my answer is 2. Now what is my fraction here? My fraction is half. Now if I observe my last one, that is 4 by 8. Now I have divided 4 with the 4 only and 8 with the 4. In 4 table, how many times I'll get 4? Only one time. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And in a 4 table, 8 comes how many times? 2 times. So it is 2. Now what is my fraction here? My fraction is 1 by 2. We observe that if we divide the numerator and denominators of 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8, each by their common factor 2. They are having the common factor as 2. We get an equivalent fraction, that is 1 by 2. Now, an equivalent fraction of a given fraction can be obtained by dividing its numerator and denominator by their common factor other than 1. We have to divide the number exactly with the common factor if any we are having. We should not take 1. We have to take only any other number which is a common factor for those numbers. Here children, I am going to give you a note. Multiplying its numerator top and denominator bottom by the same number other than 0. You always remember when you are multiplying any fraction with its common factor, you have to multiply numerator, the top number, and the denominator bottom number with the same number other than 0. You should not take your 0 number and multiply numerator and denominator. You have to take only the numbers which are natural numbers. That numbers you have to take and you have to multiply numerator and denominator. Now dividing its numerator top and denominator bottom by their common factor. Common factor. When you are dividing any number with its common factor, you should not take the number 1. Only you have to take the common factors of the numbers what you have taken and then you have to divide. For example, write 3 equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. Now we have to write how many equivalent fractions? 3 equivalent fractions. So, first previous example sum what we have done for getting equivalent fraction, we have to multiply numerator and denominator with a natural number other than 0. You should not multiply the number with 0. You have to take remaining numbers for getting your equivalent fraction. Now what we are going to find here? We are going to find 3 equivalent fractions of which fraction? 3 by 5 is our fraction. This is our fraction. For this fraction we have to find 3 equivalent fractions. So equivalent fractions of 3 by 5 are, I will be multiplying, I'll take our smaller natural numbers only. I'll start with 2. So 3 into 2 and 5 into 2 because 3 is my numerator and 5 is my denominator. When I am multiplying it with the common factor of 2, 3 into 2 and 5 into 2, what will be my answer here? 3 2s are 6 and 5 2s are 10. Now, this is my next fraction. What is my next fraction equivalent for 3 by 5? Same process. Multiply 3 by 5 with our next number that is 3. 3 into 3 and 5 into 3. So 3 3s are, what is my number here? 9 and 5 3s are 15. Right? So this is my next equivalent fraction. So what is my other next equivalent fraction? Same process. Multiply 3 by 5 with which number, Nana? After 3 our number is 4. So I am going to multiply with the 4. So 3 4s are 12 and 5 4s are 20. If you observe here, all the numerators, you will be finding the table of 3. 3 ones are 3. First fraction, 3 by 5 is our fraction what we have taken. So if you observe all the numerators, it will be the table of 5 and denominator will be the table of, sorry, numerator will be the table of 3 and denominator will be the table of 5, Nana. So 3 by 5 is our fraction. What is the next equivalent fraction? It is 6 by 10. And what is the next fraction? It is 9 by 15. What is the next fraction? It is 12 by 20. Without any multiplication, you can tell what is our next fraction. Yes, in 3 table after 12, what you will be getting? 3 5s are 15. 15 by 25 is our next fraction. So all the multiples of 3 is our numerator and all the multiples of 20 is our denominator. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and so on. So numerator will be the multiples of 3 and denominator will be the multiples of 5. This is how we are going to find our equivalent fractions. Children, now you can see your next example, that is find the 3 equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. Now we have to find the 3 equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. If you understood the concept in the previous example, you can directly write down the equivalent fractions without doing any multiplication. How? Numerators are the multiples of 2 and denominators are the multiples of 3. What are the multiples of 2, Nana? 2 after 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on, right? So what are the multiples of 3? 3 after 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, right? And so on. So if you observe, your next equivalent fraction is 4 by 6, next one is 6 by 9, next one is 8 by 12, next one is 10 by 15 and next one is 12 by 15. We are asking only next 3 equivalent fractions. So what is your next 3 equivalent fractions? Your next 3 equivalent fractions are 4 by 6, 6 by 9 and 8 by 12. Now you can do it in practical. Without doing any calculation, we have found our equivalent fractions. Now we will see whether the fractions what we have written is right or wrong. So observe this here. Equivalent fractions of 2 by 3 are. So I multiplied with the common factor, that is 2 into 2 and 3 into 2. So when I multiplied, I got my fraction as 4 by 6. Now here 2 into 3 and 3 into 2. My fraction is 6 by 9. 2 into 4 and 3 into 4. My fraction is 8 by 12. What I have done here, I have multiplied my 2 with the factors of 2, 3 and 4. Here also 2, 3 and 4. Now what I got my answer here, 4 by 6, 6 by 9 and 8 by 12. So if you observe here directly what we have done, both are equal or not? Yes. You can do in this way or you can multiply and you can check your answer. You can do in this way also. So therefore equivalent fractions of 2 by 3 are 4 by 6, 6 by 9 and 8 by 12. This is how we are going to find out the equivalent fractions of a given fraction. Children, now we will see some interesting points of equivalent fraction. We are going to see what is equivalent fraction here and what is the fact of that fraction. The product of the numerator of the first fraction and the denominator of the second fraction is equal to the product of the denominator of the first fraction and the numerator of second fraction. Means if we are going to take two equivalent fractions, if you are taking two equivalent fractions, that two equivalent fractions are equal to the products of the opposite numbers, that is numerator of first fraction into denominator of second fraction. Numerator of first fraction into denominator of second fraction. That is equal to numerator of second fraction into denominator of first fraction. So these both will be equal. If you want, you can observe one example here. What I have taken is 2 by 5 and 6 by 15. 2 by 5 and 6 by 15. What is the statement we have seen here? These both are equal in the products of opposite numbers. Opposite numbers means what? First we have to take numerator of the first fraction, that is 2. Next what you have to take? Denominator of the second fraction. What is our denominator of second fraction? 15. Now when we are multiplying 2 into 15, what will be our product? Our product will be 30. Yes, numerator of first fraction into denominator of second fraction. Now what we have to do? We have to take first numerator of second fraction. What is the numerator here? 6 into denominator of first fraction, that is 5. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. Now what you can observe here, when you are multiplying numerator into denominator of first fraction, that is equal to numerator of second fraction into denominator of first fraction. These both are equal. If you observe here, 2 into 15 is equal to 30 and 6 into 5 is equal to 30. Are the products equal? Yes, those both are equal. Now, one more example we will see here. 5 by 11 into 20 by 44. Here also what we have to do? Opposite. So 5 into 44 you have to multiply and 11 into 20 you have to multiply. 11 into 20. Sorry, 20 into 11. We have to take second first. No, second fraction numerator first. So 20 into 11. 5 into 4. Any order. Even if you change the order, you will be getting the same answer. Don't worry for that. But formula is numerator of first into denominator of second and numerator of second into denominator of first. This is the formula. Remember that. Even when you are multiplying, if you are writing the order different, product will be the same manner. Now 5 into 44 will be giving the answer 220. 20 into 11 will be giving the product as 220. Now they both are equal. They both are equal. We'll see one more example. 3 by 10 and 18 by 16. What you have to do? You have to multiply 3 and 60 and 18 into 10. 3 into 60 you will be getting as 180 and 18 into 10 you will be getting 180. So this is also equal to both of them. What is the fact now? The products will be equal when you are multiplying the numerator of first into denominator of second is equal to numerator of second into denominator of first. This is how we are going to identify the products in the equivalent fractions. Now, we can check whether the two fractions are equivalent or not by cross multiplying. That is, we multiply the denominator of the second fraction with the numerator of first fraction and the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. The given fractions are equivalent if two products are equal, otherwise not. What we have done in the table, that is what here the explanation is given. Multiplying both the numbers, if the products are equal, those are called equivalent fractions. If the products are not equal, we will tell this is not equivalent fraction. Now for example, we will check one more example here. Check whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. So what are our fractions here? My fractions are 5 by 11 and 15 by 3. What I have to do in this case? I have to do the cross multiplication. So cross multiplication means what? What I have to take first? I have to take numerator of first into denominator of second. That is 5 into 53 and numerator of second into denominator of first, that is 11 into 50. When I am multiplying both the numbers, what is the product I am getting here? 165. Here also I am getting 165. Since the two products are same, so the given fractions are equivalent. When we are multiplying both, we will be getting the same product. If we are getting the same product, what we will tell those numbers? That fractions, we will call that fractions as equivalent fractions. They both are equivalent. Given fractions are equivalent. Children, we'll see one more example in that. So I have taken here two more fractions, that is 6 by 11 and 3 by 4. These are my fractions. Now what I have to do? I have to do the cross multiplication. How I am going to do the cross multiplication? 6 by 11 and 3 by 4, right? First what I have to take? I have to take my 6 and that 6 should be multiplied by my denominator of second fraction, that is 4. 6 into 4. Next, cross multiplication with second fraction starting, that is 3 and denominator of first fraction, that is 11. 3 into 11. Now when I am multiplying 6 into 4 and 3 into 11, 6 4s are 24 and 11 3s are 33. If you observe the products here, what you can identify the products here? Here it is 24 and here it is 33. Now both are equal. Are the both products equal? No, they are not equal. So when the products are not equal, what we will tell them? the fractions what we have taken are not equal. These are not equivalent fractions. Since the products are 24 and 33 are not same, so the given fractions are not equivalent. Understood? Since the two products 24 and 33 are not same, so the given fractions are not equivalent. This is how we judge whether the two fractions what we have taken are equivalent or not. Children, now it is your duty. Go through the concept well and do your exercise promptly. Practice all the fraction examples, then only you can go through the exercise. So what is your exercise here? Find the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5 with the new denominator 20 and second one is numerator 9. Means if you observe your fraction 3 by 5 here, your denominator should be 20 in the first sum. So for getting your denominator as 20, with which number you have to multiply? I have given you the hint, observe the hint and then solve the problem. In the same way, your numerator should be 9 and hint you have to observe and do your fraction sum. Next one is write two equivalent fractions for each of the following fractions. So your fractions are 3 by 12, 16 by 32, 8 by 40, 18 by 45. So complete your exercise and post to me personally. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me. So do your exercise completely. Don't make any mistakes in that. Hari Om. Thank you.